Hello, today I'll be talking about movie review number 71, and this movie is called Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man 1 Homecoming is a 2017 film directed by John Watts that stars Tom Holland as Peter Parker slash Spider-Man. And I saw this on August 28th, 2020 at AMC Newport on the Levee 20 in Newport, Kentucky, and I loved it. This is the second time I saw this in theaters. The first time was in September 2017 at Cinema Oakley Station in SD, and I wanted to see this again since it was playing again in theaters. So this takes place after Captain America 3 Civil War, where Spider-Man is trying to live a normal life in high school along with his heroic duties as Spider-Man. But then things are put to the test for him when a new enemy named Fortune, who is played by Michael Keaton, arrives. So this is definitely awesome. So so here's a true story. In 2015, Sony and Marvel got together and they discussed how Spider-Man could incorporate into the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe of the Avengers. And they had a 5 movie deal for for Tom Holland as Peter Parker as Spider-Man, to star as Peter Parker as Spider-Man in 5 films, 2 solo films, and then other appearances like Captain America 3 Civil War, Avengers 3 Infinity War, and Avengers 4 Endgame. And that still is going to be continued with Spider-Man 3 in another appearance, at least. So yeah, so it was a great movie. I thought it was a great movie. It definitely is different than what Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield did as Spider-Man. Like this was a different approach. This wasn't based on the same origin story like the other two reboots did. The origin story wasn't really told, although there was a line in the film where Peter did say he did get bit by a spider, but it doesn't talk about Uncle Ben or anything else related to his origin. But other than that, it was really, really good. And yeah, so I liked how they did this, especially with Peter Parker being in high school. And I know the Amazing Spider-Man, a little bit of the Spider-Man 2002 movie portrayed in high school, but this one was most exclusively in high school, considering I'm going to say this was more kid friendly, I guess you can say. Mm-hmm. And Tom Holland was probably the youngest out of the 3 actors that portrayed Spider-Man, so that was interesting. And also stars in this movie is Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark as Iron Man, who is like a mentor to Peter Parker. Uh, he wants Peter to just wait well, just to stay on the ground, look out for the people in the neighborhood. But Peter wants to do more, and taking out Fortune is what he wants to do. But Peter has to learn that sometimes he needs to be patient in order to do bigger things. But there are times where he can do things that are like that he hasn't done yet. And so I think this film really begins as Peter Parker's advancement into the superhero world. I'm gonna say he's not just a neighborhood Spider-Man anymore. I'm gonna say. Obviously, I'm not gonna discuss spoilers, but I will say this. In video archive footage, Chris Evans does reprise as well as Steve Rogers as Captain America. And there is this funny end credit scene where he's talking about one of the most valued traits that a soldier can have: patience. And I thought it was funny because I think I was expecting like some sort of interesting that would spark the fans of upcoming films. Wherever it was just Steve Rogers just saying how patience can be disappointing to some people. And then he says, "How many more of these?" It then has the line, "Spider-Man will return." That's the only thing I'll say about it, but I thought that was like a fun thing to say about the film. But yeah, go check this out, guys. It is really, really good. That concludes movie review number 51. Please stay tuned for 72, or movie review number 72. Goodbye.